Now I'd like to go over the data view and data reports. I'll come over here to the data view button, click it, and you'll notice it gives us our reports in more of a database format where you have columns, but it's the same basically: key ID, change key, bottom pins, master pins. We have our buttons, A, B, C, and D, or all, like we had on our report editor type buttons up here. And again, that lets you target your group. If you want the B group, C group, D group, you can get to them quicker that way. I don't think I mentioned this one before, but we also have like AB if you want to just target a specific group, AC. So it lets you get around quick so that you can work on things. You can enter descriptions right here. And save them that way, or you can go through the description database that we discussed in the other report. So you have those, that same database report will work on with both reports. When I bring up a report over here, I'll just bring up the AA group. We're going to have Steve's office in this report now. So I'll go ahead and close that one back out. But we also have the key tracking report, or pinning. A couple different views. You can view just only the change keys that have descriptions in them, so that no matter where they are in your system, it'll just bring up those for you. So basically this is just a view where you can work with your systems, enter descriptions, look through it, that type of thing. But when you want to print through the database type, report, data reports, and we have the choice of inline pinning or stacked pinning. Now you may remember that when we worked with this over here, I call this the inline pinning. The other report you have to choose from is stacked pinning. And I'll just bring this over and maximize it so we can see it. But if you can see, it puts your change key here, then your bottom pins and master pins on top of each other, so that you can look at them like that. And this is basically a print preview. It'll let you print your page, or view your page, how it will print out, the date and time it was created, when it was printed, page 1 of 47. Now you can also go through your pages one at a time down here, or to the end. You have 47 pages right here, it shows us. So this allows you to go through and pick out the pages that you want to print. If you just want to print, you might come in and find out that the key you want is right in here. It's on page 3, and that's the only page you want. And you come up here to your print button and click it, and then go ahead and print. Choose the number of copies you want and go ahead and print from there. I'll cancel that out because I don't really want to print it right now. And just show you some of the other reports that you have to choose from, or also would be the key tracking, master key report, and special reports, which is like we talked about before. We can give you just reports with only the change keys that have descriptions in them. That down so you can see it. And this should only be one page because that's all the descriptions we have in there. So that makes it handy for zeroing in on the groups that you. Another thing I like to do is come up here to the view description database, go to column view. Now you saw the report that brought up just the keys that had descriptions in them, but let's say we wanted to bring in a few more so that we could print a report and have enough for expansion right there in our file, and we wouldn't have to worry about it. So I've provided if you come to tips here, you can put in a custom entry there. It can be the date, it can be the time, it can be anything you want for custom entries. But if you just put a little arrow there or a dot, and then come back to your column view and say that I want to go ahead and mark this one, so I would click my custom button and take my arrow, down arrow, and just move it down, click custom, and mark, say about 15 of those. Then I could come down to my AB group where we had some, and maybe I want to go ahead and mark a few of those for for later. So I could mark them like that. Mark 15 of those. We'll go ahead and close that out. And then we'll bring up our special report descriptions only. And you'll see that it's brought in the ones that have a little arrow by it. So we're still under one page, and we've got narrow that down a little bit for you. In fact, I can fit it to the page. And there's a print preview of the report you got with the ones you're using, some room for expansion.